to a live Shaw Sports presentation.
Let's get the starting lineups now for both teams, starting with the Camosun Chargers. Number 4, Island Rivalry. Number 5, VIU Mariners. Number 6, Island Rivalry. Number 7, Vancouver. Number 8, Matt Kenton. Number 10, Gabriel Froome. And number 15, Doug Waterman. The Chargers are coached by Charles Parkinson, assistant by William.
Hello everyone and welcome back to VIU Gymnasium here in Nanaimo. I'm Arturo alongside our dear friend from the senior girls volleyball team at Doorway Secondary, Dave Nelson. Dave, we have two undefeated teams coming into this men's volleyball match tonight. The VIU Mariners have not lost, 2-0 to start the season. Camosun Chargers, 2-0, have not lost to start the season. Who do you give the advantage to here?
Well, by the sounds of the crowd, you'd have to go with VIU. The home announcer is definitely taking care of firing up the crowd. It's going to be a great matchup. Both teams are big and athletic, and it could go 5.
I would agree with that. We saw during warm-up there was some fantastic, and I don't know, warm-up you can't take too much out of, but there is some fantastic physical play, especially on the net play. You're going to be seeing, I think, probably 1 or 2 blocks that you weren't expecting when you started this. There's some very, very athletic work going at the front here.
Yeah, absolutely. Both teams are strong physically and have good size. It'll be interesting to see how well they do play at the net. If they can get blocks on swings and stuff like that, that could make the difference in the match.
All right, as we finish up our announcing of the starting lineups here, we'll give it to you one more time in case you missed it the first time. Starting for Camosun, Matthew Bowers, Isaac Delabau, Savannah Walking Bear, Matt Canton, Gabriel Frund, and Doug Waterman. Playing at libero is Elian Wong. For the VIU Mariners, it will be Zach Gregg, starting with Ryan Marcellus, Braden Brower, Jared Parhar, Wayne Wachowski, and Zach Deacon, with Matt Graham playing as the libero. Mariners in their white kit today. Chargers wearing blue. Libero for Camosun is in white. Libero for the Mariners is in black. Referee's just going over the final preparations now in front of us as we prepare to get this game underway. This PacWest game where, again, 2 undefeated teams. That's going to change for somebody by the end of this. Looks like right now it's one final check from the officials. A few more instructions from the head coach of Camosun, Charles Parkinson. And I believe we're ready to go. Service looks like it's going to be starting over on the, I believe it's the Camosun side. Nope, I take that back. Service starting for the Mariners. Starting to serve up now would be Ryan Marcellus at the back for the men in white. Marcellus, the setter for the Mariners, 6'1", Victoria native, out of the Oak Bay secondary program. Well popped up there. Over to the center for Camosun, brought down, dug up by their libero. And it hits and is out. That'll be a point for Chargers. They're on the board first, 1-0.
You can see already how athletic these guys are. From the back row, they're probably three feet in the air and a big swing into the back. Tough to play defense against that.
May see more than a few roof violations like we just saw there over the course of this match. Great spike coming in there from none other than Braden Brower for the VIU Mariners. Fantastic power from the big man.
Yeah, he pushed that right through the block.
1-1 is the score. Going back to serve now, Zach Gregg. Nelson, BC native, brings one in. Well dug up there by Elian. Unfortunately, Colson can't do much. Elian Wong's good dig to start that rally off. Mariners out 2-1 over the Chargers.
Tried to cut that ball, but couldn't make the shot.
And we see once again, if you were watching the women's game prior, the return of the serving net violation. Now, I'm not predicting we're going to see as many as we saw with the women's game. Typically, what we see with the Mariners in the serving game is usually fairly accurate, though anything could happen, and indeed, now that the curse of the commentator is out there, who really knows? Serve now coming in for the Chargers from Savannah Walking Bear. Still live for VIU, and they'll just get that over. Well done on the defensive scramble, but it's popped right back up, set up by Grigg, and brought down. It's in, point for the Mariners, 3-2.
Big swing there from Deacon to find the corner. Some great defense, good hustle into the signage on the side of the court there.
Nice forward serve there coming in from Jared Parhar. Nice looking spike though coming down from the big number 10, Gabrielle Front for the Chargers. Great show of power there from the right side, Dave.
Yeah, he found the seam in the block there. You can see how important the setting up of the block is going to be. There's the seam right there. The middle blocker laid on the play. Put it right through the gap.
Yep, a little bit late, and that ultimately cost the Mariners on that rally. Set up now to the outside. High and in. Just manages to float that over the block. Great technical play there by the Mariners. 4-3.
Interesting technique on that one. Kind of side-swiped it from behind, but managed to find the corner. They'll take it.
Jump serve has got a nice little bit of topspin on it. Unable to dig that out of the ground to the Chargers. That's an ace for Zach Deacon. 6'7" big man out of Whiteport, Alberta. Deacon again plays the same style of serve, this time not as low as before. Dug out by Camosun. Great block at the front, though. Absolute monster block from Wayne Wachowski and Ryan Marcellus.
Yeah, good pass there by Camosun on a tough spin serve, but Wayne put up a big block there and stuffed that ball.
Into the net, that one goes. 3, not the lucky charm there for Deacon. And it goes back over to the Charger side.
You can already see the difference in the men's game from the women's. Definitely a lot of power and energy being focused on the ball in this match.
For sure. Serve coming in now from Gabriel Front. Popped up. The right side. Easily picked up there by Wong. Great dig there by the libero for the Mariners, Matt Graham. And that strike goes well wide. A little bit too much move there from Matthew Bowers for the Chargers, and the Mariners pick up the point.
Yeah, that set was a little behind him there, so he had to reach back, tried to peel it in, but couldn't keep that in play.
Currently 7-4 for the Mariners, and number 7 for the Mariners up to serve Braden Brower out of Comox, BC. Bit low there, Braden Brower. He'll want that one back for sure. He'll just have to wait his turn to get another bite at the apple, and the serve goes back over to the Chargers. From Braden Brower to Matthew Bowers. It's almost like they planned this. Bowers with the big jump serve, popped back up. Short little set, nice little tent there with a deft touch by Wachowski, but not enough to flick it over the net.
Tried to run the quick back set there to the middle, Wachowski, but just a little late on the attack. Tried to dump it over the net to 4, but couldn't make the play.
The big serve there. That one is going to need some help. Libero coming over to get there. Good job by Matt Graham, and it's popped over a free ball for the Chargers. Wong up. Good step by Canton, and it's brought down and out, says the linesman. Point goes to the Mariners, 8-6.
You see on the replay, just couldn't get on top of it enough to keep it in play.
Looks it there, popped up. Can't hit the block. Now Kansas sets this short, great left-hander, and it's out for the point for the Chargers. Great little power there with the offhand.
Big swing from Waterman there in the middle. Cut that ball pretty hard. They couldn't dig it up. Good effort by VIU, but kill for Camosun.
Now back to serve for the Chargers, Doug Waterman. up to get over, and it is pushed over by Zach Grigg. Back row sets, and is puffed right back up by Graham. That one is in. Nice little play there from the Mariners. 9-7.
Smart play from the setter there, seeing that the 6-back defender had come up for the swing, immediately attacking to that position. Smart play.
Good heads up there by Ryan Marcellus, the setter for the Mariners. Now it's Camosun's turn to attack, but they're not going to get past Zach Deacon. Big block for that big man.
Good block on that one-on-one opportunity. See the quick. Well, we're on the last point. There's that smart setter attack right there.
Nice change up there, but it's dug up very smartly by Graham to the outside, off the block. Wong gets a hand to it, still alive, and they keep it in play. Well done. Good scramble by the Chargers defense. And an even better defensive play, blocking that spike down from the left. It's in. The Mariners get the point. Zach Grigg saving the day with a left-handed strike.
Some fantastic athleticism there by both teams to save balls that were possibly going into the crowd. Great effort there. Just found a seam between the defense.
Spare thought for the poor admins in that. Popped up though, camping now. Comes up to the back row, and that's in. Well placed by Gabriel, thrown from the back row. Gap is now 11-8 in favor of the Mariners.
Good job by Camosun setter to recognize they'd gone outside, left side a few times. He set that back, and VIU wasn't prepared.
After that previous altercation with the ad boards, a little bit of a mop up there to make sure nobody further injures themselves. Safety first, as always.
Sponsors are getting their money's worth. That's for sure.
I don't know if I count being run into by an athlete who's getting my money's worth, but if that's what works for these fine sponsors, then great for them.
That's right.
So currently 11-8 between the VIU Mariners and the Camosun Chargers. You're watching PacWest men's volleyball here on Shaw TV Sports. Roturo alongside Dave Nelson, the senior girls volleyball coach from Dover Bay Secondary School right here in Nanaimo. Back to serve now for the Chargers as soon as they finish this mopping up delay, which it appears they have, is going to be Matt Canton. He'll need a good run of service here to get the Chargers back into this, down by 3. Point here could swing all the momentum. Gets it over, popped up. There's the set from Marcellus. Big spike. Massive spike from the right-hand side by Grigg. 12-8 Mariners.
Big swing by Grigg down the right side.
Now Grigg
Caught the outside of the line there with that swing. Great job.
Grigg now back to serve this on the jump. Clips the net, but stays in. Can't with a little set to the outside, kept up. Short set, pushed long. Could have been going out, but off being played there off the Deacon push. This is Grund again. Popped back up by Graham. There's a big spike. Wong popped it back up, and they call that as a, I believe, good folks for the Chargers. Point to the Mariners.
Yeah, good run of play there for Camosun. Couple digs, but unfortunately they were on the net on that back row attack.
And timeout is called. 13-8 Mariners, 5-point gap, 1 minute timeout. All right, so if you're the Mariners, you're up by 5. You've looked pretty good. What do you say to the guys here to keep their head in the game?
I think they're pretty fired up right now. They've had some big swings. You really want to keep that intensity, that emotion going to carry you through. I think, you can see here some of the Camosun error on the net there. Some of the athleticism of these guys is tremendous, making some great plays.
And like you said earlier, Dave, the power has been on full display here. Some absolutely rockin' blocks here, stopped only by even bigger spikes. I should say, big spikes stopped by only bigger blocks here.
Yeah.
Defense right now seems to be favoring the work done by the Mariners. Excellent work up front, primarily being done by Marcellus and Wachowski. Some of those big blocks up front. If you're Camosun, how do you get through the blocking of Wachowski and Marcellus there?
I think it's important for the setter for Camosun to really mix up the offense, to give VIU more to think about. They've set outside, left side quite a few times. I'd like to see them run some more middle attack and some right side for sure. I think they were successful on their only right side attack. That might keep the blockers for VIU on their toes and, you know, gives Camosun some confidence and get them back in this match.
Not only that, but Camosun playing on the right means they're closer to us, and we're just wonderful people. Who wouldn't want to play closer to us? Serve now coming in from the Mariners. Zach Grigg. Lots of power behind that one. Wong ready for it. Popped up. I can't in. The block hits, but not enough. Grigg again, but that's well wide. Deacon, well wide with that power point to the Chargers, and they will get service back.
Deacon, a little exuberant on that attack, trying to go for too much there, but long to one.
Serve coming in now from Savannah Walking Bear. Hogs back up, goes to the right again. Deacon blocked this time, or dug up this time. Great cross-court spike there by Bowers. Matthew Bowers with a great job from the Bowers side. Another point for the Chargers, 13-10 Mariners.
That was a sharp cut shot right to the tee. It was a great ball, a good bump set. You see the hard cut. VIU's libero had no chance at that.
Graham did make the token dive for it, but at that kind of an angle, you'd need to be about 7 feet tall to get there in time.
You need to be lower to the ground for sure.
Long set to the outside, cut back. Weak play. Effectively a free ball for the Chargers, but that's dug up by the Mariners. Again from the left. Great power there from none other than Braden Brower. Catches the Chargers defense flat-footed, gets the point, 14-10 Mariners.
You could see on that play how the timing is so important for these hitters and setters to be in tune with each other. Camosun a little out of time. Easy dig for VIU, led to a kill.
Jared Parhar now with this serve. His first of the set. And that one is long for the Chargers. Counted as another point for the Mariners.
Timing again a little off. The set a little ahead of that 3-meter line for Camosun. Just floated it out.
This is Parhar again. Can't do the set. Great spike. Fantastic by Isaac Delabau, coming up big to get the service back for the Chargers. 15-11. You talked about timing, Dave. That was precise as a Swiss watch.
Yeah, that was a great read by the setter to find the middle there. Virtually no block on that swing.
And Delabau, as a reward for his efforts, goes to serve. Reward or it's his turn. Take your pick. But there's a big block there from the Chargers. Not enough to keep the ball in play. Point for the Mariners.
Bit of eye for an eye there. If you run a quick ball, we can do that too.
At that point, do the mind games start coming in for each team, trying to one-up each other?
Yeah, you can hear it when they cheer, when they get a point. They're very intense.
Canton's short set. They're running that short play again. This time, the defense pops right back up the Chargers. Second effort, another short set. This one just out. The idea was right there from Doug Waterman. Chargers striker just, middle for the Chargers. Still a bit too much power. You can see here on the replay. Just a bit too much oomph there, Dave.
Yeah, Wachowski puts up a big block, so to carve a ball around that from that position, you got to go for the line. He just missed out of bounds. Good run by Camosun, though.
Another quick towel break here. And we will get started with Zach Grigg back to serve for the Mariners. Up 17-11 in the first set. Dug up again by Wong. Outside, and that one is off the block of the Mariners and out for a point for the Chargers. You can see there was just the slightest of hesitation by the Chargers defenders, but they made the right call and let it fall for the point.
Yeah, it was a good hold by the setter to draw the block in. Got there in time, just off arms and out of bounds.
Serve coming in now from Gabriel Frund. Oh, a lovely little offhand little poke there by the Mariners. At least doesn't play. Little bit of power, little too much power, and the point goes to the Mariners off a very decisive looking spike, but ultimately falling well far for the Chargers.
Yeah, VIU's attack a little mistimed. Camosun ran a good pipe ball there, but just swung it out.
Brower's serve, dug up. Canton with the sets. Another cross-court spike there by Matthew Bowers. He's going to that well again with great success there.
Yeah, I think VIU needs to key on Bowers when he's up in the front row like that. He's definitely their big hitter. I see he's back to serve now, though. So.
Off of Wong and out. Zach Brigg with the big power move to the left-hand side. The Mariners net, they're up 19-13 now as substitutions coming in. Coming out will be Wayne Wachowski. In coming Jeff Webb, 6'3" and the Nanaimo boy. From your home base there, Dave, Dover Bay Secondary.
That's right, alumni from last year, rookie on the team this year. Played well last weekend, so he's going to get some time this weekend. Let's see.
Nice power, but Wong was there, counting the set out wide. Well placed there by Savannah Walking Bear. Point for the Chargers, 19-14.
Yeah, you see Camosun ran those two middle attacks earlier, and were able to draw the middle blocker to that. Went outside, it was a one-on-one. That's tough to stop.
Doug Waterman here for the Chargers. Not high enough, Doug. Oh dear. Point for Mariners, 2014 6-point lead in the first set of this best of 5. Back to serve now, Ryan Marcellus, setter for the Mariners. Well placed. Can't the set back row. Dug up. To the left again. Grigg. He's going to get a point off that one. Grigg with the power. Wong not able to do anything about that. The libero left hung out to dry. Point to the Mariners.
Great dig by VIU. Zach Grigg is on fire right now. That's a great cut shot to 5.
Quick spike there by the Chargers. That looked like Isaac Delabau with the kill eventually. They are back in this thing 21-15, down by 6, and they have service.
Offense a little too quick for VIU right there. A little too quick.
Floated in serve there by the Chargers. Canton the setter. That's a big block, monstrous block by the Chargers. Great work by Gabriel, throwing in Isaac Delabau up front, stuffing the attack hole.
Yeah, the ball was tight. Deacon had nowhere to go virtually. Right into the hands. You can see that straight down. That's a big stuff block for Camosun.
Canton the setter up to serve again. Floats this one in, and it's out. Good decision there by Great to let that one fall for the point.
We talked about that during the women's game. You get a huge stuff block at the net and then miss the next serve. Momentum gets stopped immediately on that play.
Well dug up there, libero. Elion Wong is having a fantastic game already for Chargers. They're down by 5 now, 20-17, the Mariners. But Wong is doing his level best to keep the team in it. Back to serve now for the Chargers. Number 7, Savannah Walking Bear. Still good. Clips the net, stays in play. Short set to the right, blocked. Wong to set. Great spike there by Gabriel. Frund gets the point, 22-18. Chargers down by 4.
Great set there by Wong, the libero, to stay behind that 3-meter line on the set. Libero is not allowed to set an attack from in front of that line, so he did a great job of keeping his balance to set that up.
Almost a free ball there, but kept in play by the Mariners. It's now Canton setting the Chargers. Still alive, great work. That block, though. That block works. No, they see that mill out. Some confusion there by the players thinking that was in. Flagged for out. Point goes to the Mariners on that one.
Good block there, just out of bounds.
Was here on the replay. How close was this? Not too far off. Here we go. We'll see this on this thing a little bit better.
Yeah, pretty tight. Just out.
Good call there by the lines. That one's definitely no debate there. 24-18 for the Mariners. Set point coming up.
Good mix on the offense, but again, just out of bounds.
Jared Parhar. Set point. Mariners. Cannon with the sets. Off the block. That'll fall for a Chargers point. They're still in this, and it's their serve. They'll need to go on a Oh, it's on a little bit of a 5-point run, no big deal. But they've got certainly the power to do it, Dave.
Oh, absolutely. They've got Bowers in the front row right now, and Waterman, 2 big hitters for Camosun so far.
Freund in his favorite spot on the right there. Oh, an unfortunate error. Delabau will bow out, as will the rest of the Chargers, as they lose the first set, 19-25 to the VIU Mariners. The first set is in the books. All told, we got exactly what we were promised there, Dave. Lots of power on display from both sides, and no shortage of big physicality at the net.
Yeah, absolutely. Both teams are fired up about the offense. I think they both need to focus a little more on the defense to get some of those swings. Can't have a swing without a pass, so I think both teams did a good job of that. It was a good first set both ways.
Zach Grigg has been an absolute monster for the Mariners. He's absolutely owned that left side of the net. If you're the Chargers, do you play deeper to try and anticipate the kill, or do you go at him with 2 blockers every single time?
I think definitely you have to key on Grigg when he's in the front row if you're Camosun. Focus your middle blocker out there and force VIU to get points from someone else.
You can see here in the replays for the Chargers, they've got Gabriel Freund, who's, when he's up there, he can get points. So while it might not be as dominant as Grigg has been for the Mariners, he is still getting the job done when he needs to for the Chargers. They're going to need to weaponize him a little bit harder in the second set if they want to make a comeback here.
Yeah, definitely both teams can mix up their offense more to, give the other team something to think about on defense. That'll definitely, build up confidence for both sides if they can get everybody involved a little more often, not focus on one hitter all the time.
You're watching PacWest Men's Volleyball on Shaw TV Sports. VIU Mariners hosting Camosun Chargers, leading 1-0.
Once again, wear a Mariners logo, grab yourself a free ticket in the spot display contest at the concession stand. Draw the ticket at the end of the game. We thank White Spot very much for their support for VIU Mariners athletics.
Just under 30 seconds to go for the second set between the VIU Mariners and the visiting Camosun Chargers here in PacWest Men's Volleyball at the VIU Gymnasium in Nanaimo. I am Arturo alongside Dave Nelson, the senior girls volleyball coach for Dover Bay Secondary. The first set went to the Mariners. Chargers will want to look to make that score even here in the second set. What do they need to key on primarily?
They've done a good job defensively. I think they could probably focus on their serve receive a little harder to get those good swings at the net. They've done a pretty good job of mixing up offense, but I think they could do more of that to keep VIU on their toes. And timing for their hitters has been off, so if they can get it together out there with the setter and the hitters and force VIU to dig some tougher balls instead of the roll shots they've had to, they might push back a little bit in the second set.
Chargers head coach Charles Parkinson is giving his final instructions to his team as they prepare for this second set. Starting to serve for the Chargers, Matt Canton, their setter. Canton had a pretty good first half. No major missteps that I saw out there.
Nope.
Graham, the libero for the Mariners, getting that up, but an even bigger block. Delabau picking up right where he left off in the first set. Big block and first point to the Chargers.
Yeah, it's a good block by Delabau. Parhar put that right in his hands, though, unfortunately. He's got to cut that ball.
Canton with another serve, right to Graham. Pickles wide to Grigg. And there's a little bit of a confusion on the faces of the Chargers there, but the point goes the way of the Mariners. Scores all even. We'll see here on the replay.
Zach Grigg right now is seemingly doing what he wants out there. Camosun's going to have to do something to stop him.
Serve comes in there from Marcellus. Good dig by Graham. He'll get another one up. Nope, they'll call that. They'll say jump ball. It's minor injury on the play. Favoring his ankle, it looks like. Is Canton, the setter. That's not good for the Chargers.
That's a big loss for Camosun. That's a tough play.
Subbing in for the Chargers looks like will be Kyle Bowden. 6'2" setter out of Victoria. High school was Oak Bay High. And they'll restart the point now as they look at Canton. That does not look good. Luckily, that'll look great if you're a Chargers fan. Lose your setter, gain a point. In the short term, that's great. Long term, they're going to want to hold Canton. It'll be good to go. Perhaps coming back later in the game.
Borden's a good setter. He's played at a high level before. He should be able to step in and do the job for Camosun, even though he's in his rookie year.
Athletic trainer Graham Matthews looking at Canton right now for Camosun. Meanwhile, that dig is a very close one by the Mariners. That's an even better dig there by the Chargers. Ultimately, it falls. Point goes to the Mariners after Zach Deacon's big strike comes home.
Yeah, you see Delba just not getting his left hand across the net to stuff that on VIU side. Deacon was able to push that across.
Big, powerful serve there from Grigg. Big, powerful block there in the center by the Mariners. Graham comes up big again in the libero roll. Fine dig, but that's going to go over to Bowden. Sets it outside. Dug up by the Mariners. Still live. Bumped back into play by Brower. Brought down. Still live. To the left. Little touch. Still live. Big miscommunication to be a free ball there for the Chargers. Still live. Long to Bowden. And that's brought down with authority by Walking Bear.
Great job by both teams there. Camosun able to put that away on the back row attack. But some athletic plays on both sides of the net. Borden stepped in and it's been on the money so far for Camosun.
Yelled out a serve now for the Chargers. Up 3-2 in this second set. Graham. Marcellus brought down. Out, they say. Point to the Chargers, 4-2.
Might be Grigg's first miss of the match.
Mariners will be hoping the last miss as well. I suppose if you're Chargers, that's the one way to get past is wait for the man to make a mistake. Will it happen again? Maybe not, though that was Brower with the spike. Low touch there from Freund, not enough, but the point goes back to the Mariners.
Yeah, out of system play there for Camosun. It's tough when your setter has to play defense in the back row. Somebody's got to step up and make a set.
Back to serve now for the Mariners, Jared Parhar. Puts one in, set up by Bowden. Short, oh, it's a lovely short set, an even better spike. Great point won there by the Chargers. Camosun now up 5-3 in this second set.
Yeah, good hands there by Borden. Wachowski just unable to get his hands across to stop that shot by Waterman.
Waterman doing all the water carrying in the center of the court there. Unfortunately, not much he can do below serve. No matter how much I'm sure he would like to help it.
The net's a little too high for that one to go over.
Deacon now serving for the Mariners. VIU only down by 1. Serve stays in. Bowden, short set, little touch. Still live, but that'll be 4 hits. If they get it again, they won't. They'll let it fall. Good reflexes, not so good with the aim for the Mariners. The Chargers up 6-4.
A good stretch there. Good stretch there to poke that over the net. Yeah, you couldn't recover.
Matthew Bowers with the serve. Bumped back up, set. Great dig, but there's too much power behind it. The big man does his job yet again. 5-6. Mariners are only behind by 1.
Yeah, when in doubt, it seems to be give it to 4. Let him take care of what he needs to do out there. He's doing a great job so far.
It's like you were saying earlier, Dave, when you have someone who's got that hot hand, just keep feeding them as much as you possibly can.
Yeah, when you're struggling, if you're out of system, you want to give that guy the ball.
Nice little touch there. Subtle move there by Walking Bear. Still gets in play. Greg gets it. Give it to Greg and good night. 6-all. We got a tie game in the second set. Next serve now, Brower. Up by Wong. Bowden can't quite get there. Nice little bit of spin on that serve from Brower. And it's a first lead of the set for the Mariners, up 7-6.
Good serve there, good serve.
Brower picked the target again, or does he go for power? Let's see. Pick the target. Walking Bear isn't having any of that. Bit of a miscommunication there. Everybody jumps, nobody gets the ball. And the ball falls for a point for the Mariners.
Tough set there for Borden to complete. Wasn't a great pass, and he tried to get complicated with the set there. You got to keep those simple if you're out of system like that. That's a tough play.
Oh, that one. Here's it was out. They're saying not an ace. That will be a point for the Chargers. Service goes back towards them. Bit of a delay on the call there. But no matter. It will be Doug Waterman for Camosun now. Back to serve. Oh, it's on the line. Right on the line. You couldn't have placed it better if you tried. And I'm going to go ahead and say, Dave, he definitely did try to put that right on the line.
I would say he tried to push that serve deep, and it worked out.
Much short of the time on Waterman. Set by Marcellus. Bowden now. Deep, Walking Bear. Greg! Bumped up. Well done. Bowden again. Keeps it live. Oh, off the block. Walking Bear gets it on his second try.
Good swing by Walking Bear there. Seeing nobody over in the 4 spot and cutting it off the hands. Great shot.
Greg, a shallow set there. It'll be a free ball for the Chargers. Bowden's set, fell wide. Had to reach a bit for it. Did Walking Bear that time. Greg gets something going from the far side. He does not. Dug up by Walking Bear. Still live. Bowden sets. Big power, but big save. Just shallow. Almost hits the roof. Doesn't quite. Greg tips it off the block for the point. Even when he doesn't use power, Greg gets results. 9-9.
Yeah, good recognition on his part off the net. That's a good shot off hands. Smart on his part. Good swing.
Wachowski now with the serve. Bowden set. Quick spike taken. Can they help it? It's still live. It'll be a free ball. No, Greg gets a hand to it. Still over. Oh, it's going to need some help. Oh, not quite. Almost. A little more elevation. That rally keeps going. The Chargers take advantage. 10-9. And Bowden back to set now. Wong sets outside. Well dug up by the Mariners. Little tip there by Marcellus. Not fooling the Chargers this time. Walking Bear from the left. They don't say touch. It's going to be a point for the Mariners.
They called a touch on that swing.
In fact, they did. My apologies, that was. That does go to the Chargers, 11-9. Borden now. Shallow serve. Graham's waiting for it. Marcellus. Out to Greg. Off the block and in. That one's definitely a point for the Mariners. I think I got that one.
Definitely. That one's for sure. Off the block and in. Again, Zach Greg, man of the match so far, I'd say.
Marcellus on the setter for the Mariners. Wong is there. Borden. Nice strike there by Delabau. Unfortunately, still alive. They'll get another crack at it. Chargers. That time works. Second crack at it works for Isaac Delabau. And the 6'6" Victoria native gets the Chargers back to a 2-point lead, 12-10.
Great save by Borden there on the net with the one-hand set up to Delabau.
Walking Bear now back to serve for the Chargers. Out! Point to the Mariners. Looking for that same spot that Waterman hit earlier, just couldn't quite find it. And back to serve now is the big man, Zach Gregg. Pride of Nelson, BC, Mount Sentinel Secondary. Long plays it. Up to help it. And then into the block goes Deacon. Bowers did try to hold it over for the Chargers the first time, but the Mariners, Zach Deacon does his job, and it's another point back to 12-12.
Yeah, Deacon leaned into that. You see Bowers just not getting his hands across. And
he knows it too.
Yeah, he knows it for sure.
A little bit too much power that time for the big man. He's got power to spare. Maybe he should have spared some. Service end point over to the Chargers. Loaded serve to the back row. Craig puts it to Marcellus. From the right, it's Deacon. Dug up nicely by Borden. To the right-hand side, off the block goes Freund. Gabriel Freund with the point. Chargers once again up by 2, 14-12.
Nice pass to the right side hitter out there who tooled it off the block.
Delabau again. Greg is there. Marcellus. Nicely struck by Braden Brower with authority, gets the point. 13-14, Mariners down by 1 to the Chargers.
Yeah, good swing there. I think VIU really needs to get someone else going besides Greg, and maybe that will be Braden Brower. He's right through the block. Yeah, he found the seam there. You see that on the replay.
Another Walker Bear to do on that one. Great block there. They will give that point to the Mariners. 4th hit.
No touch there by VIU at the net. Off the top of the tape and right back to Camosun. That's 4 contacts.
It's been a very close set, Dave. 14-14, back to tie game. And just like that, it's over. 15-14 on the net violation. Chargers back in front by 1. Subbing into the game now for the Chargers. Cole Potts coming in. And it looks like Gabriel Freund coming out, the starter. Playing on the right side. Like for like there. And his first action will be to take the serve. Right to Griggs. Marcellus out wide to Brower. Dug up nicely, but it's a free ball. He's scrambling. But they'll get it to the right for Deacon. Wide. Out for a point for the Chargers.
A little out of system for VIU. Marcellus had to dig that contact, so no setter. Wachowski made a good set. Deacon just swung it out.
Graham with the dig. Marcellus out wide. No, cut in the center by Greg, but dug up nicely. Very well defended by Camosun. Follow-up, Graham manages to get under it. Marcellus sets. There's Brower. Little tip. Fools everyone. Puts it in short point for the Mariners.
Good choice by Brower there. These guys have been hitting the ball 100 miles an hour at each other all night. Nobody's tipped yet until then. That's smart.
Deacon now with the serve. Well handled, out wide, into the block. Wachowski, Ryan Marcellus, the center and the big man do their job with a massive block.
Wachowski read that off the center's hands. Got there in time and stuffed that straight down.
Deacon with his second serve. Oh, cheeky little play there by Borden. Intercepted by VIU. Brower in. Count it. Braden Brower. 17-16. Mariners had the lead.
Not much you can do about that. That's just hammered right on the tee. Great shot by Brower.
That's out. Deacon rather, with the big serve. The defense is hot, by which I mean they have conceded another point. 18-16, Mariners up by 2 in the second set as the coaches check in with their players, Dave. For a while, this looked like this was going to be, albeit by the skin of their teeth, the Chargers game. They had the lead for most of the set. Now, behind the serving of Zach Deacon, the Mariners back in this thing.
Yeah, VIU's physicality at the net especially is taking over a little bit here in the middle of the second set. Camosun's got to get tough at the net to compete with this lineup right now. They got their, sorry.
I was going to say was that Zach Brick, we haven't seen that name come up on the left-hand side. He's been mostly playing back line, playing defense. Instead, it's been Braden Brower taking his spot on the left. That does not look bad out there.
No, absolutely not. Outside hitters are key at any level of volleyball. They're your go-to when the ball is out of system or you get a bad pass. So they've got 2 of them going now. VIU could be tough to stop here.
You see here in the highlight package, this is what we were talking about. Camosun seemed to have it figured out. They were changing out with both power and technical ability. Waterman with the point there, and then the Mariners just found a way to come back in. As timeout ends and the players get back to the net, it will be once again Zach Deacon continuing his run of service. Gordon over the block, through the block at least, and it's still VIU's ball. Brower, it's in, they say. 19-16 Mariners. Brower coming up big.
Great shot by Brower. Smart, he knew he was off the net. Couldn't get a full approach, just picked a target, put it right in one. Indefensible.
Deacon serve finally out. Most of the Chargers very active. They're calling that one and looking very smart to protect that one was going out. And we are going to have substitutions now. Zach Deacon, after that run of serve, comes out. In comes Jordan Davis. Coming out comes the center, Ryan Marsalis. In comes Devin Jennings. Davis, number 19 there, will be taking the role of setter for the Mariners.
Giving Marsalis a break here. He's played extremely well the first set and a half.
Good sample of what he's capable of here, as they will be on the defense following this serve from the Chargers. Matthew Bowers with the serve. Let's see what Davis can do with his first set. Popped up by Grigg. Goes wide. And that is brought down nicely by none other than Devin Jennings. Big man making his first impact. Both of the subs looking very good right off the bench.
Yeah, big swing there. We'd have to see the replay to see where that ball landed. Camosun challenging whether that was in or not. But definitely a great idea by Jennings there to go down the line.
We'll see here on the replay. Does this actually strike a line? Oh, it's close. Camosun may have a case, but ultimately it looks like the officials have made up their mind and said no.
Coach Parkinson throwing his yellow flag on the field for a replay, but I don't think we have that here.
Well, I'd be all for it. Let's have a look. All right, here's the set over by Davis. And front down, and no, it took us just wide.
That looks just out to me.
Good call by the officials. Service now in by Brower. Chow, look at that. The Chargers get it right back. And Savannah Walkenberry is pumped after that one.
That's a good answer after a tough break for Camosun there. It's a big swing by Walking Bear. See, the middle blocker was late getting outside there.
Waterman now, his serve. Nice little touch, but it's brought up, well defended by the Chargers to Walking Bear again. He tries it off of Graham. That's going to go out for a point. That's 2 points, one off of Walking Bear. He's starting to rally here for the Chargers.
Yeah, he's done a good job. He's fired his team back up. He's a little bit ambidextrous with that left hand attack on that outside set.
Greg, they will back to the big man once again. ultimately it pays off. Not directly the way they were thinking, but a point is a point nonetheless. And libero sub here as Graham comes out in favor of Jared Parhar.
Camosun on the net on the block there.
Wachowski back to serve for the Mariners. Up, Morton keeps it in. Popped right back up. Davis out wide. Ring! Bear gets to it, but it's not enough. Point for the Mariners. Ring once again on the warpath.
VIU hasn't lost a step making their setter substitution. Davis did a good job on that play, saving the ball at the net. Very athletic and on target with his set so far.
Here on the replay, Grigg does so well to get the power behind that. And we have a timeout called. So up by 3 are the Mariners, approaching set point. Still a few more to go, but they're already up 1-0. They're up by 3 points here. Camosun has to know they have the ability to get these points back. We've seen them keep these games close and have leads at some point. So if you're the head coach of the Chargers, if you're Charles Parkinson, what do you say here, Dave?
I think it's, they're right in it. It's not like they're getting blown out. They're close. I think they just need to focus a little bit on the block. They've been late on a few blocks, and if they can do that and get some hands on some VIU attacks, they'll have an opportunity to attack themselves. And we know they can swing. So I think if they do that, they'll probably try and come back. For VIU, they've got to keep doing what they're doing. They're attacking hard. Their physicality has taken over, like I said earlier. They're big at the net, and they're playing tough defensively too.
Do they run the danger of going to the Grigg well too much? If they overuse Grigg, is that going to be a problem for them?
Well, if Camosun can't stop it, don't change what ain't broke, right?
Sage words from Dave Nelson, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, how about sage?
Wayne Wachowski sets up his next serve. 22-19 Mariners. Borden at the net, tries a little tip play, stuffed by the front line of the Mariners, 23-19.
That pass just a little too aggressive, trying to get it up for the setter there. Couldn't save it at the net. VIU's block too big.
Just continuing his serve set up there by Bowers. Great spike, unable to control it is Brower. And that's going to be a point for the Chargers. They will get the serve back, only down by 3.
Yeah, again, being able to draw that middle blocker out of the outside attack. It's a one-on-one outside. Those are tough to stop if you have a good hitter out there.
Unsurprisingly, it's Walking Bear doing the damage in for the Chargers. Can he do it on defense as well? Big block there from the Chargers. Bit too big. Not much you can do against that much power, and Griggs' ball eventually goes out for a point for the Mariners.
Yeah, smart swing, putting it high so it comes off the hands up in the air instead of down. Again, no answer for Grigg by Camosun.
Set point here for the Mariners, 24-20. By Bowers. Tries the other side, he switched sides here. And that one goes into the net from Potts. Tried the little sneakeroo there, switching up Potts and Walking Bear. Not enough though. 2 sets advantage for the Mariners, winning the second set 25-20. Might be a case there for perhaps a little bit of late arrival there for Jared Parhar on that block. Ultimately, it doesn't matter. Another 2-0 lead for VIU over Camosun tonight. Dave, it's been close. It hasn't been a blowout by any means. There's no danger, I think, that Camosun is out of this thing. What do they need to do for this third set here to keep this game going?
Yeah, absolutely not. I think their intensity level is a little low. They're definitely being outworked by VIU, especially defensively right now. And if they can pick that up, they might have a shot. Otherwise, again, I think VIU has been too strong for them so far. They just can't compete on a consistent basis. We've seen they've had runs, and they've stayed tight, but in the end, that skill level and that intensity will win out.
As we watch the VIU dance team entertain the crowd here at VIU Gymnasium in Nanaimo. The VIU Mariners up 2-0 over the visiting Camosun Chargers. You're watching PacWest men's volleyball on Shaw TV Sports. Hello everyone, Roturo and Dave Nelson here with you. We are 1 minute away from the start of the third set in this best of 5 with the VIU Mariners up 2-0 over the visiting Camosun Chargers. Dave, as we were saying before the break, it's just a matter of finding a way to contain Zach Grigg. That has been the biggest and the most effectively used weapon by the Mariners all night. What, if anything, can Camosun do to try and contain this guy?
Well, again, we talked about it between sets, between the first and the second. They've got a key on him as a hitter, but all 3 fifth-year players for VIU, Grigg and then Ryan Marcellus, the center, and Wachowski, the middle blocker, have been outstanding. And you can see that their experience has really led the team. They're leading the team, I wouldn't say carrying them on their back, but definitely they're the go-to players for VIU, and they're doing the job right now.
On the other side, for the Chargers, we saw it especially in the second set. Savannah Walking Bear has been doing his best to put the Chargers on his back and carry them through this game. You cannot fault him forever. He has been doing it on both the offense and defense. Somebody, I would say, needs to step up and help him carry that load. Would that be fair to say?
Yeah, well, he had Bowers in the first set with some big swings. They stopped going to him in that second set, especially in the second half. I think they need to go back to him a little bit. He's got a big swing. He did a good job in the first. Go back to him, mix it up, and maybe get back into this. But they're not going to compete if there's only got one guy going for Camosun.
Starting off this third set to serve will be the Mariners. A substitute from the second set. Looks like he will be making the opening serve of the set. Number 19, Jordan Davis. 6'2" setter from Australia, one of the 2 international players on the team. The other one being Vedran Obradovic from Croatia. Davis. Good serve by the Aussie. Borden with the set. Great block at the front. Chargers recover. Borden again. Back to Walking Bear. Wide. Out for the first point of that's going to the Mariners. Once again, Dave, they are going to that Walking Bear well many, many times, and looks like the Mariners have figured this out.
Yeah, he had a couple of good passes there. He certainly could have gone somewhere else.
Unfortunate then. Walking Bear taps chest, says, yeah, that was me. Misplaced ball there on the serve. Counted as an ace for the Aussie. Jordan Davis putting the Mariners up 2-0. His third serve. Floats this one in. Popped up by Bowers. Great spike there from the left by Freund. Defended well, and now this is VIU. Graham pops it up wide. Grigg cross court. Right across the face of a net, and that man again, Zach Grigg, gets the point.
That was ridiculous. What a great shot. Hard cut. Nothing Camosun could do about that. Great defense by Brower in the back row to dig that ball to set that up.
Davis puts another good ball in. Borden up. Walking Bear. Popped up by Davis this time. Graham making the spike that time. Bowers back up. Borden up close there by Delabelle. They tried something else. Mariners ready for it. And now this is a Mariner attack. Davis out wide. There's Grigg. Grigg gets the job done again. Elian Wong not able to handle that one. 4-0. Great early lead here for the Mariners. They are going for the throat here.
Yeah, almost the same spot there by Grigg. Nothing Camosun could do about it.
Early timeout here. Chargers are, I would say, trying to stop this before it becomes a rout, Dave.
Yeah, it's a good timeout by Coach Parkinson. VIU is on their game, though. You can hear the blockers for VIU calling out the sets before they're even set. Tough position for Camosun's first-year setter to be in. He's done a good job so far, but he's going to have to mix it up like we said earlier.
Borden, of course, coming into this game after an injury in the first set, I believe, to Matt Canton. Out with what believed to be favoring his ankle. Borden doing his best to fill in. Certainly hasn't been insufficient. He has been up to the challenge, and he's gotten the job done, setting up his team where possible. But as we've seen, he really is favoring that partnership with Savannah Walking Bear on the left. We only finally saw in that last rally Isaac Delabelle getting in and getting his hands into the mix.
Yeah.
We probably need to see some more of that going forward.
Yeah, Camosun needs their leaders to step up here and support their support their first-year setter. Like we said, he's thrown into a tough spot. He's done a good job. They need to start making some plays for him as well. And if they can do that, they have a shot at coming back. If they don't step up, then again, it could be over in 3 quick ones here.
Timeout's over now. Players back onto the court. Jordan Davis, who's been on this is normally where I curse people by saying has been on a great run of serving, so I'm not going to say that now.
No. Hopefully we learned our lesson.
This is why I don't say anything. Oh, it's a contested ball over the net. VIU's popped up. Great dig, though. Just a bit wide. Oh, they keep it in play. Fantastic defense from Savannah Walking Bear. Davis out the front. Wong keeps it in. Borden, Walking Bear. It's an amazing point for Savannah Walking Bear. He takes the incredible defense in the crowd practically. Earns the point himself.
What do you say? What do you say about that? It's unbelievable. Just like we were talking about, leaders stepping up, giving everything he has to make a play for his team. That's what they need.
Borden with the serve. Walking Bear goes back as well again. Surprise spike deadlift, but the big block is there now. Walking Bear standing next to Isaac Delabau, and they stand tall. At the timeout, Dave, 2 quick points for the Camosun. This is exactly what they needed.
Absolutely. The 5th-year player has stepped up, making plays on defense now, too.
Cal Borden with the serve. Popped up by Graham. Greg does manage to get it back just enough on that one. Get through the block and score the point. 5-2 now, Mariners.
Fired that down the line, caught the tape a little bit. Yeah, just off the tape. It's going down the line inside the block.
Greg, big man with the serve right at Elian Wong. Pops it to Borden. To the right side where Walking Bear is waiting for, but popped right back up. Davis out wide. Deacon puts it wide. That's a point for the Chargers. Camosun.
Deacon's timing a little off. That set a little tight to the net. They'll have to work that out because they got a pretty good defensive play by Greg in the back row.
Just right in front of us here, Kyle Borden is favoring it. Looks like his right leg after that exchange. Hopefully that's not their second setter injured for the Chargers. Looks all right now, though. Hopefully just stretching it out. Off the block goes the big man. Good job by Brower.
Good swing. Camosun on the net there, too. So either way, point VIU.
Back serve now for VIU will be Jared Carter.
Good transition by Brower there. Made the pass and got the kill.
Walking Bear, Borden, the right for Grunfrund. And there is absolutely no way through for Gabriel Frund. A massive white wall awaits him at the net.
That is stuff. Brower put that down hard.
Substitution there for the Chargers. Going in is Cole Potts. Coming out, Gabriel Frund. And second serve now by Carhart. Puts it low. Walking Bear pops up to Borden. Out wide. Block still live. Not much the Bowers could have done about that one. Matthew Bowers did try to pop that back off with his own spike. No support nearby. Point goes to the Mariners.
Yeah, a little experience there from Bowers trying to hit it through the block. We've seen Griggs do it a couple times for VIU. You really tough to hit through a block at this level. You've got to carve it around or go high off the hands to gain points at this level.
During that replay, a little bit of a gift handed to the Chargers there as Parra puts his third serve into the net. Point to the Chargers and they regain service. Isaac Delabau now. Big 6'6" middleman from Victoria. Unfortunately, serves it right into a fantastic bit of spike work there by Wachowski.
Yeah, it's the first 30 ball we've seen from VIU and perfectly executed. Pounded into one, no defense for that. That was a tough ball.
Now we start to see shades of that wasted service creeping back into VIU. That's 2 now. 2 points given up back-to-back on poor service. This is going to keep Camosun around. As long as they stay around, they will have a chance.
Absolutely.
Potts' serve is not bad. Wong's defense is better. Borden pops it up. Out wide. Bowers can't do anything with that. Davis. Brower. Wong gets down, but not enough. Braden Brower, the Comox BC native, gets the point. Mariners up 10-5.
Great swing. You see the difference in the Camosun hitters, the VIU hitters. Smart enough, he knows, go off the hands, that drops into the middle of the court.
Brower now with the serve. Popped up. Long gets it up. Back row set from Potts, or Spike from Potts, excuse me. Davis. Out wide, Deacon! Few yards long there by Deacon. Remains a 4-point game. 10-6 Mariners over the Chargers.
Looked like he was looking for a touch call there, but it wasn't really close. Yeah, no. Just swung out of bounds.
Yep. Big jump serve there called on a violation, it looks like.
VIU out of rotation there.
Yet another unforced error gift being handed to the Chargers here. Now it's a 3-point game, 10-7 for the Mariners.
VIU keeping Camosun in the match here a little bit.
Thankfully, the favor is returned almost immediately as the big serve from Matthew Bowers cannot find the court, or at least the part of the court that's still in bounds.
We had nothing to do with that missed serve.
Absolutely nothing. We are completely blameless here. Wayne Wachowski serving for the Mariners. Up by Bowers. Forward end. Walking Bear gets it off the block. Counted. Point for the Chargers.
Great shoot set by Borden out there, Walking Bear. Perfect timing, stepped right into it. See the middle blocker there. Really late on that block. He had no chance to make that play.
3-point game. Waterman now serving for the Chargers. Davis out wide, hits the block, still live. Waterman keeps it up, and thankfully it does not beam me on the head. I am very grateful for that, and I'm sure the Mariners are grateful for the point. 12-8 Mariners.
Zach Grigg again, good cut shot, cutting it down the line. Seeing where the defense is.
The Mariners went on a great run to start this set with Davis at the back serving, and here's his next rotation. I swear I didn't curse him, folks. I swear I did not give the curse of the commentator to this guy. Unfortunately, it's another point for the Chargers on a net, or serve into the net, rather. 12-9 Mariners. Ford. Davis. Saved up nicely there by the Chargers. Walking there, popped up by Davis himself. Graham. It's still over. I couldn't find it. It was in their backs, and it falls for a point for the Mariners. Camosun all out of sorts on that one.
Yeah, it came off the block. The blockers for Camosun didn't know where it had gone. Just drops in down behind Walking Bear.
3-man block, too. They were committing everything to the center of the net. Big man Zach Grigg. Oh, he sets up his partner. But they give the point to the Chargers. Just out, it looks like.
You can see Brower's eyes open wide as he saw that ball coming across the net. A little too enthusiastic, though, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, seeing was not quite believing in this case. 13-10. Savannah Walking Bear back to serve this one. As well, puts one deep. Davis sets out wide, and that is no mistake from Braden Brower. Puts that down for the 14th point of this match for the VIU Mariners. A couple of subs taking place after that point as well.
Good choice by Davis. A good setter. You'll see them take a peek across the net to see where the blockers are at. He saw the blocker was stuck in the middle, and Brower swung the middle. The blocker was nowhere to be found. Easy kill.
Jeff Webb coming into this match, getting his serve. To right under Walking there. Ford at the side, Potts off the block, dug up. Davis sets it. Tipped over by Brower, still live, and Walking Bear put it back over for a free for the Chargers. Grigg, Davis. Apparently they didn't dig it up. I thought it was a great dig there by the Chargers, but the officials say no, it did hit the ground. Coach disagrees with it. Officials don't care. 15-10 for the Mariners.
No yellow flags on this play. No replay.
And that serve, I should say, unfortunately, well wide. 15-11, 4-point game again. Try as they might, the Chargers have not found a way to lower that gap after that early run to start the set by the Mariners. They've come close to making it even. Never been able to quite get there. And with power like that in the center of the court, no wonder. Wayne Wachowski with the spike there.
Yeah, good set by Davis. Quick swing. You saw him turn and attack one on that quick set to the middle. Great ball.
Zach Deacon with the serve, clips the net. Walking there, still there to dig it out. Borden. Oh my! No way past that wall. They were ready for it. The little flick is denied with authority by the VIU wall. 17-11 for the VIU Mariners.
I was hoping for a Matumbo finger wag after that stuff. He rejected that play.
I don't think anybody would have faulted Davis if he wanted to go full finger wag on that one. That was worthy. Quick towel break here.
Good timeout here by Camosun. Sometimes players will take a timeout of this nature to recoup and regather themselves. Throw sand on the court, what you will. Old coach's tricks, you know.
Still live and kept in play by Potts. Heads up play there to give away the free ball, and the spike is long and was not touched on the way through. Point to the Chargers. Cole Potts saving the day there, the substitute.
Yeah, big dig. Deacon's struggling a little bit for VIU right now. He's trying a little too hard. That replay saw his left arm drop a little bit low. Losing a little height.
Oh, that's a fantastic dig there. The spike from Wachowski goes nowhere. Davis now out wide. There's Brower. Well wide. Bit of over-exuberant attack here from the VIU Mariners. The Chargers will take it. 17-13.
He's swung behind him a little bit on that one, trying to cut it to one. A little too much.
Plenty of height over the wall. Didn't really matter. And the serve is given right back to the Mariners as Potts puts that serve well out.
Story of our night so far, isn't it?
That would be accurate.
Just giving it right back with a missed serve.
Walking Bear digs it up. Bowers does manage to keep it in play. Little flick with Potts. Waterman, Wong. Bowers. Dug up nicely there from the back line by Brower. And it falls. Little flick is good. Mariners up 19-13.
Great choice by Griggs there. Saw everybody was deep. Cheeky roll shot right over the block. Nothing Potts could do about that one.
If you're going to assign an MVP for the Mariners, I think Zach Griggs is a pretty strong candidate after his showing so far.
Yeah, pretty clear choice so far.
And they keep that ball alive. Great defensive work by the Mariners. Free ball, though, for the Chargers. Can they take advantage from the back row? Walking there. Little changeup. Wong. Bowers. And once again, Bowers tries to go to that same trick as last time. Little flick. The wall is having none of it.
Yeah, that point was all Jordan Davis. A couple great digs. One off the net, and then that little fingertip stuff on the attempted tip.
And after that, we see Matt Bowers being subbed out of the game. Coming in, number 11, Tyler Remenda, Calgary, Alberta native.
Yeah, Bowers is just a rookie. He'll gain experience from this match and all the time he's getting on the floor.
Meanwhile, quick towel break going on here. Apparently some of the players needed to be toweled off as well. Fine work by the officials to keep our world as free of sweat as possible. Truly the scourge of any court. Back to serve for the Mariners now, Braden Brower. Floats it over. Popped up, Borden gets there. Substitute, Remenda puts it over. Davis, short. Long gets there, help it. Walkenberg as well, and Borden will put it over for a free ball for the Mariners. Davis from the back row. Yes, indeed. Braden Brower soaring through the air, winning the point for the Mariners.
Yeah, good choice on that back row attack, although he's halfway to the net, so it doesn't seem like it, but right through the block. You can see where he lands. He lands right at the net there. That's great athletic play by Brower.
We'll go right back to the back of the court for this serve. On to Remenda. Borden, Potts, Chowski, Davis. A little too much oomph on that one that time. Deacon, a little too over exuberant.
Yeah, a little too much from Deacon tonight. He's trying hard, just a little too much. He'll gain some experience and have to start controlling some of those shots, keep the ball in play.
Now the substitute, Tyler Remenda. Holds a nice easy serve in. Oh, but you can't leave nice easy serves for Zach Grigg. No way you're stopping that. And the Mariners are up by 8.
Yeah, there's no way Kyle Borden's going to stop Zach Griggs on a one-on-one like that. That's a great set. Great choice by Davis to put it out to Griggs.
A couple of subs taking place now for the Mariners as they bring in number 16, Neil Cobb. Along the back line, the Comox BC 6'2" native. Out of GP Vanier Secondary. Puts his serve right at Elian Wong. Walking Bear. He'll get that one. 7-point gap. And another sub coming up here for the Chargers.
Yeah, good swing there. See him turn that wrist over and carve that ball into that 1-6 seam. Tough play for Brower, who's covering cross court.
They wait for the toweling of the court to take place here. Also for that, Jared Parhar is subbed back in for the Mariners at the expense of libero Matt Graham. And on the Charger side, looks like James Cameron, number 12, will come in for Isaac Dalabau. If you'll pardon this horrible joke, Dave, I would say close to looking for a Titanic impact from James Cameron.
Both coaches making some subs here late in the match, get some players in, some experience, and maybe turn the tide. You never know for Camosun.
It almost eliminated there with the block, but the ball falls out of bounds. And it is indeed a point for the Mariners.
Yeah, just about there. Cameron in good position with the block, but just off hands and out of bounds. He can't do it by himself, though. He needs 3 blocks in the middle on those back row swings. His other 2 blockers need to support him in there.
Davis started this game for the Mariners. Can he finish it? No. Walking Bear is not going to go down without a fight here. Puts down a judicious kill for the Chargers, 23-16.
Yeah, Walking Bear's not going to quit. 5th-year player, he's not going to give up on his team in any match. Good set by Borden there.
Borden with the serve. A scrambling play here from the Mariners with the away the 3 ball. What can the Chargers do with it? Potts cuts it across the face of the net. Can't keep it in. And the 3 ball is wasted. And would you look at that, Dave? Despite it being a very close first 2 sets, it is now 24-16 match point for the VIU Mariners.
Yeah, VIU's just been too much for Camosun tonight.
Long digs that up. Gordon, Walking Bear with the spike. Walked and dug up by the Mariners. Brower. Wong gets there. Remenda. Potts. Potts with the spike. Well done, Cole. Potts keeps his team in at 24-17.
Yeah, it's a great swing after that error he made up for his last point. Good spot.
And here we go. Savannah Walking Bear has done everything he can to get the Chargers in it. Can he keep it from here? Serves a good one, but it's dug up. And saved just shy of the roof. Elian Wong bumps it up. Potts dug up by the Mariners. Davis. Brower. Dug up by Walking Bear. Cameron. Remenda. Wide. That's the game. Remenda puts it out. The Mariners win it 25-17. A dominant performance in the 3rd set, Dave. And the Mariners sweep it in 3 sets.
Yeah, unlucky for Remenda there, his first swing of the night, and just mistimed it, but tremendous match for VIU. They were too strong for Camosun tonight. Zach Griggs was phenomenal. Both setters from VIU were truly the quarterbacks of their team, led the offense, and Wachowski was fantastic in the middle as well.
On the Camosun side, Savannah Walker there has been, I think, he exemplified the team player, the cliche here. He put the team on his back, did everything he could. He defended, played back row, attacked from the back row, attacked from the front, did everything possible, just could not find the win for his side.
Yeah, just not enough tonight to have the one player. Borden did a great job stepping in for the injured setter. You know, they got a lot of experience for some of their rookies tonight. They did a great job. They hung tough with VIU, but ultimately just too much. Griggs, Wachowski, and really a team effort from VIU tonight.
Absolutely. So the VIU Mariners improved to 3-0 on the season. The Camosun Chargers fall to 2-1. That's going to do it for tonight here at VIU Gymnasium. My dear friend here, the senior girls volleyball coach at Dover Bay Secondary, Dave Nelson. I'm Arturo. Thank you for watching Shaw TV Sports PacWest Volleyball. Good night.